fill position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick handoff. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires left. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a gap, it's Ives. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands. It's Knowles. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He'll pull it on the read. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all time.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Carr. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Back to throw, it's Rayola. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Defense in press coverage. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They boot it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll in the backfield. It's Markway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
He makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got a man. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tight end now in motion. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw on.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to pull his way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Takes the handoff. It's on. Runs through the tackle. Finds some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Knowles. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hunt is in the air. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dropping back, it's Carr. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On the move. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Huskers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
That quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. A pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
he made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
31, Notre Dame, 0.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Right down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game.
comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. RPO complete to open the drive. At the 45 on its way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do once you get...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for room. It's Fuller. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
It's a draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That play behind the line as they lose 5.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll try to do it himself. Jumped on top of the pile. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Booth. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interested to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. Oh, he's got some space.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball man.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They go to the draw. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Oh, they block it!
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're in a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Balmer, they throw the